Emma.
And I'm Veronica.
Las dos chicas de la cocina mexicana.
Today we are cooking PanDeMuerto, or Day of the Dead bread. The Day of the Dead is celebrated on November 1st and November 2nd in Latin American countries. It is a very important cultural event and celebrates the dead. It views it in a positive light and has lots of festivals where this bread is eaten.
Let's go over our ingredients. Now that we have all of our ingredients, step 1 is to melt the milk and butter together into a warm saucepan. We'll mix it all together until it's completely melted. We are melting the milk and butter in a metal pot because metal is a great thermal conductor. The metal has a low specific heat capacity, so it quickly transfers the heat throughout all the molecules. The transfer of heat between the pot and the butter is a conductive form of heat transfer. The atoms of the pot vibrate and bump into the molecules of the butter. The objects are in direct contact with one another.
Now that the mixture is completely melted, we will add the warm water.
Now we're going to mix the dry ingredients. The flour, the sugar, the salt, the anise seeds, and finally the yeast.
Good. Now we're going to beat in the warm milk mixture, the eggs, and the orange zest. Beat it up. Now we're going to add in a half a cup of flour and continue to add flour until the dough is soft.
Now that the dough is the right texture, we're going to knead it on a floured surface until it is smooth and elastic.
Knead it up.
Next we are going to lightly grease a metal bowl. As we wait for the dough to rise, let's talk about science.
Yeast is a single-celled fungus that is used to leaven bread and has many other uses such as making beer and cheese. The yeast produces and grows quickly. It has the ability to do this because it eats sugars such as fructose and glucose. Once taking in the sugar, the yeast ferments. The product that the yeast produces from fermenting is carbon dioxide, which causes the dough to rise, and it also produces an alcohol, which evaporates while the bread is baking. Now that the dough has risen, let's put it in the oven. Now that the bread is baked for 35 minutes, it's ready to go. Now let's make our glaze using sugar, orange juice, and orange zest.
Now that the glaze is done, we are going to pour it over our bread.
2, go.
Adios!